When we start talking about kind of the big three with horn flies, ticks, and lice, there's going to be different indications. Horn flies are probably the easiest to recognize because we're going to see those flies on the backs of cattle, then during the heat of the day on the belly. And one of the biggest indications of a heavy horn fly population on your cattle is going to be those cattle bunching during the summer. They're going to seek relief from those flies, whether that's by standing in water or getting in a bunch in a corner of your field or up under trees. A lot of tail swishing. When those cattle aren't out there with their heads down grazing grass, when they're constantly moving around, swishing their tails, standing in bunches, those are all indications that you've got a heavy horn fly infestation. It's a little different for ticks and lice. With ticks, sometimes if we're talking ticks in the ears, you'll see a droopy head, those ears hanging down. Usually that's when they've gotten pretty bad. A lot of times it's just a visual appraisal of those cattle though to know that you've got tick infestation. When it comes to lice, typically this is something that we see a problem in the winter and early spring. Those cattle are gonna look for something to scratch on because those lice with their biting irritates the hide. They're going to rub on trees, on posts, on the corner of buildings, and you'll actually see them lose hair and they'll have bald spots on them. So those are all pretty good indications that you've got a problem with one of those three types of insects. So when we start looking at a good IPM program or integrated pest management program for fly control or insect control on cattle, using ClariFly or Altosid in those programs are going to eliminate the worry of resistance because those feed-through products don't affect adult flies. We're affecting that larva and pupa in an immature stage. We don't have to worry about resistance with those products. So that's one of the great benefits to me of using either ClariFly or Altosid in your IPM program is that you don't have to worry about resistance with them. And then working in, if you need to have a topical application, products like Cattle Armor or Inhibidor or Prolate Lintox at select times of the year when you may get a heavier fly load. We say it all the time, there are no silver bullets when we're talking about fly control. So by combining different methods or different ways of managing your flies, you're gonna have a more effective basis or more effective IPM program.